I hope that our elected leaders understand why it's so necessary to keep the program. If they don't do that, I don't see there being a program in 5 years. If they continue to cut the funding as they've done year over year, while we get more and more students that want to come through the program, I am really hoping that the optimistic side of me wins out.
Do you feel like you've gotten a good grip on?
Yes.
You have more questions? Seriously? No. Okay. A lot of these students, they're recruited from different high schools around the state and around the area, and this is life-changing for them because they're getting the opportunity to go out and become physical therapy aides and certified nurse assistants, and this gives them a peek into the medical industry, into the medical field. Well, my name is David Collins, and I'm an instructor this summer in the YTTW program, Youth Transitions to Work. My day-to-day experience here at YTTW, basically every day we're going through classes, so all of the students will come in the morning. We greet them, make sure that everything is going well in their day so far, and then we get straight to classes. So we have English, math, we go through a number of classes during the day. When the students aren't in the classroom, then I'm doing a lot of grading of their homework assignments because they get homework assignments every day, and so a lot of grading and preparing for the next lesson.
Good afternoon, Training Fund. Alexis speaking. How may I help you? So my name is Alexis Francis, and I am the administrative assistant to the director here. It's a good starter for students interested in the healthcare field, and the more money that the program gets, or the longer the program is funded, it gives more high school students in Essex, Hudson, and Union County the opportunity to be exposed to working in a nursing home, the different tasks that it takes to be a CNA or to be a nurse or to be a physical therapy aide. It gives them that exposure, and it pays for their first semester of college, so that's a good thing because a lot of kids can't afford that. So the fact that the program does that through the funding and the grants of the program, it really gives a lot of kids opportunities that they might not be able to get elsewhere, or that they wouldn't be able to have if it wasn't for the YTTW program.
Right, you guys have to get in ready soon for Mr. Nunez.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting.
We had our first bake sale just today, and that's something else that you see how the group finds different ways of taking charge and working together. And so far, and I hope that along the road we get to do a lot more things. My name is Maite Carpio, and I graduated from Union City High School. They had one of our counselors walk around the school going from class to class, announcing that there was going to be an assembly for a nursing and PT aid program. And I went and I met Mr. Kuiper. We spoke, and some of the YTT graduates from classes before us were there. We asked questions, and it was very interesting.
Monday, Thursday, you go to your shadows. Tuesday, you come here, and I'll walk you up to, or I'll take you up to Rutgers, at which point you will meet Dr. Kirsch, a wonderful woman, and name PT here in the state.
Anybody that was interested filled out an application, and then we came in for a test of adult basic education. Based on those scores, they called us in for interviews and then workshops. There were 3 workshops. Based on your performance, after those 3, those who made it to a 4th workshop, and that was the people who made the cut, just to kind of get to know the group, the final group. I'm Thomas Vitek, and I went to Linden High. So in the beginning, we had the summer enrichment program, which was pre-college English, pre-college math, so that made up our morning. And then the afternoon we would have Mr. Kuiper for college level English to prepare us for college, and then we would have work readiness, so resumes and mock interviews. And then after the summer enrichment, we start the the training portion. So we're placed in the internships wherever we are. So I'm at Barnabas, and then so that's 55 hours of shadowing and volunteering, and then we have 20 hours at Rutgers for clinical skills.
Mariceli Hernandez, and I am one of the instructors for the training fund. While working with YTTW, I did a lot of teaching in regards to work readiness, interviewing skills, resume writing skills, to answer those tough questions during an interview, how to handle yourself, how to dress for the interview. So a lot of the work readiness. I think it's extremely important for the students to receive that type of training because it's something that is not taught during high school. And a lot of our kids come out of school and they do not have the skills to write a resume and get a decent job. So I think this is a very important part of YTTW.
In this economy where jobs are hard to find, everybody's talking about job creation. This is an opportunity where that happens, where they're employable. It's necessary. There's many opportunities. There's waiting lists of employers that want to hire the folks who come through the program. Susan Cleary, president of District 1199J. There are lots of opportunities for growth in healthcare, so it's extremely important that these young folks get an opportunity to move up in life. There's quite a few. I know that there's one who came through our doors that started to work at Barnabas Health at St. Barnabas Hospital as a nursing assistant, and I just recently signed a reimbursement check from the training fund, and he's continuing his education, going to nursing school. That's just one example. I know that there are others who have told us that as a result of the program they were able to get full-time employment, move out of the parents' house, get their own apartment, have a car, and still help their families.
I would say that it's important to be around because it keeps these young kids in a positive setting, and we will always need nurses in our society. It's a everyday job, and people are always getting sick and all that stuff, and it's great that these people that are so young want to do something so great and positive for, our future.
I'm Alvin McSwain Johnson, and I came from North Collegiate Academy. It helps you with work readiness, and it works with the position that you're doing, because if you come in the hospital, if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to help anybody out, and you're only hurting yourself. And so when we go to these different hospitals, we're learning, we're also having fun, and we're also focused on what we're doing. Everybody has fun at YTTW. The teachers are great. Mr. Collins, he's a funny guy, but he's also serious, and he gives us a lot of homework. But he's a good guy. He's a good guy overall, and I really admire Mr. Collins.
It's a very rigorous program, but if there were more students who had this opportunity, they'd get to be exposed. We'd get to have a lot more youth in the medical field, getting these opportunities that a lot of the young adults in today's society are not getting. So,
well, this program is very important for people who don't have the opportunity to go to four-year colleges. They can get their certification here and then just go straight into work.
YTTW is an important program because students such as myself can get an opportunity to go to school for free, and it's not, you don't get that every day.
It's important because, worldwide, when you're thinking about global, a lot of places out of the U.S. have apprenticeships, and it helps people, especially with their skills. So by having this program, not only are you getting a feel for what you might want to do, but you're advancing your skills within it. You'll have so much underneath your name by doing this program. It's a win-win. To support us, because we really do. We're trying. Right now, I'm probably really tired because I am, because I'm working and I'm doing this. But it's just making me a better person. I'm only 18 and I have the responsibility of a 27, 30-year-old. And I'm doing all this to help me land a better occupation faster and easier by the time I'm expected to have an occupation.
I will say we've been very fortunate to work with some wonderful employers. As long as they continue to hire our young people, mentor them, what they could do is maybe open their pocketbooks a little bit and put in some private monies into the program and not just relying on government dollars. But clearly they have been great partners. They have hired many of our young adults, and hopefully they will continue to do that. Our dollars have been cut by more than 50% since the program began. What that means is that we'll have to take less students. There will be less time for classroom instruction. There will be less dollars available to make sure that they have good nutrition, that they have transportation monies so that they can get to their clinicals and start getting to work once they're in college. The cuts are dramatic, they're drastic, and we don't want to have to when they start to now change the funding to a per student rate. What that may force not just our program to do but other programs is to start cramming people in just to get the dollars. And crowded classrooms don't work, and we know that, not just in this program but in general.